Welcome to the tutorial on series clippers with DC supply. Now previously we have seen series clipper circuit. You can look at the tutorial on series clipper, and there we have seen that a series clipper would be called as a series clipper if the diode would be in series with the input voltage and the output voltage. Now a series clipper circuit with DC supply would be something like this. So you would have a DC supply in series with the diode. The DC supply could be in this manner, which is represented as shown in the circuit, or it could be in the opposite direction also, negative, positive. Depending on how the DC supply is connected, we will be getting the output voltage accordingly. In all the series clipper circuits without the DC supply that we had seen, we had the transition voltage to be equal to 0 volt. Now the transition voltage is completely dependent upon the DC supply. So unlike the earlier case where the transition voltage was 0, here the transition voltage is equal to the DC supply that is connected. So if you see the way the DC supply is connected, it is very much clear that the transition voltage is going to be equal to plus V volts. To draw the output waveform very clearly, we need to mark this transition voltage onto our input signal. In this particular circuit, I have considered the input waveform to be a sinusoidal signal and having a peak amplitude of plus Vm and minus Vm, and I have considered for a single period 0 to t. Since the transition voltage is a positive volt, I will mark this on the positive part of my y-axis. So this is plus V volts. The output that I have is dependent upon this transition voltage. So to be very precise, let me mark this also here. Okay. We are assuming the diode to be ideal. So if I were to write the equation for the output, this equation would be written as Vi minus V. If the diode is forward biased, this is going to act like a short, and I get this as V out is equal to 0. So V out is equal to Vi minus V. This is a case when the diode is forward biased. Now the forward biasing of my diode will occur when the anode potential is greater than the cathode potential. So if you observe, the potential that is there here across the cathode is approximately equal to 0 volt. That is because we have connected it directly to the ground, and if I assume that there is no voltage drop across this resistance, so this is connected to the ground potential. So as long as my input is greater at the anode side, the diode is forward bias, and for this to occur, I need to have the potential to be greater, right? So this can happen only during the point when input is crossing beyond the V volts. So whenever input is beyond this point, that is the positive half cycle is beyond V volts, my diode is going to be forward bias, because if you observe here in this circuit, my input completely is dependent upon these two parts. So it is basically, if I'm talking about earlier when we had we didn't have any DC power supply, it was plus Vm that we used to give as an input, whereas now it is going to be plus Vm minus V. So this potential is greater only in this region, in this particular region. So whenever this region is occurring, my diode will be forward bias, and when the diode is forward bias, I have output V out to be equal to Vm minus V. So when I draw the output waveform here, if you see, it is only in this region I get the output. So the amplitude of this particular region is going to be Vm minus V. Whereas when the voltage, input voltage is below V, the diode is going to be reverse bias because the potential at the anode side is going to be lower than the 0th volt, because of which what happens is that it will act like an open circuit and there is no flow of current and V out is equal to 0 volt. So if you observe, the entire part of the negative half cycle is going to be remaining 0, as well as some portion of the positive half cycle is also going to remain equal to 0. The reason for this is very simple. That is because we have used a positive DC supply, right? So unless and until our input crosses that positive DC supply, our diode will not be forward biased. So it will take some time to reach that particular input signal state. So because of which a portion of positive half cycle is also going to be equal to 0. So as we have discussed in the first introduction tutorial of clippers, it is not just that we obtain a positive clipper or a negative clipper. We can clip the waveform at any desired level if we make use of a DC supply. In this case, the orientation of the supply was like this, because of which I was able to clip the entire this portion. If you observe, I have actually clipped the entire this much portion of my input waveform. So only obtained is the above part, rest all of it has been clipped. So you can clip it at any desired level, and here the value of V volts, the DC supply, was not mentioned, and neither was the voltage, peak voltage of the input was mentioned. So if in the numericals, if they give you the input voltage as well as the DC supply voltage value, you need to substitute for the same explanation that we have done here.